Good morning, everybody. Today is August 9th. Here's your COVID quick update. It's bad. The numbers are not good. You can't trust those weekend numbers, but I know they're not good. So Louisiana's still on fire. New Orleans has canceled Jazz Fest. That's smart. Florida is going to be up next this week, and next week it'll be Texas. That's on fire. Following week will be California. LA is over 3,000 cases a day. Houston's over 2,200 cases a day, which is probably the highest it's ever been. Miami's 2,400, 2,500 cases a day. New York City is creeping up, man, 1,700 cases a day. Now, the thing that's surprising me, we all know that the South is kind of taking off, but I am quite surprised at how quickly it's going up the eastern seaboard. So watch out. The Carolinas, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, it's coming up faster than I would have thought. But there you go, that's the Delta variant for you. Now, what I want to talk about today is this silliness about that somehow catching the virus is better for you than the vaccination. This is faulty logic. First of all, catching the virus itself carries other risks. Death is first amongst them. Long hauler syndrome is another one. Chronic brain fog, cardiopulmonary function decrease, chronic bad lung function. People are months following COVID and still can't catch their breath and still have inflammatory heart conditions. So this idea that it's better to catch COVID than get a vaccination is fucking crazy. But you don't know the side effects of the vaccination. Like, what is wrong with you? Of course we do. We do know. We've studied this, and we've given hundreds of millions of doses of the vaccine, and we know that if you have any side effects, it's minor. I had about roughly a 12-hour period where I did not feel well. I would say it felt like a bad flu, and then I got over it, man. That was it. That was with both doses, and that was it. And I still haven't grown a monkey tail. I still, yeah. Somebody said, what we should do is tell people that catching the coronavirus causes erectile dysfunction. Then they'll get vaccinated, or if you get vaccinations, make your penis grow like 2 inches longer. That would really help vaccination rates. But this is fucking craziness. So. All the other stuff like infertility, it has not shown that. Women who've had vaccines have gotten pregnant. And in fact, vaccinations has been shown to help pregnant women and offer protection to their unborn child. And it's so much so that all of the professional organizations, the ACOG and everything, and like all the OB-GYNs recommend it. Professional societies and medical societies recommend it. So a lot of people are going to be disappointed. I'm quite proud of Houston Independent School District. They are probably going to announce a mask mandate defying our stupid governor. And these governors, they think they have all this power. It's not true. It comes down to local communities doing what's right for their people. And ultimately, you're not going to like it. Now, listen, this is important. The next item I want to talk about is the FDA. I don't think this is necessary, but I understand when some people are using it as a reason to not get vaccinated, but probably within August, the FDA will have full approval of the Pfizer vaccine. And once that happens, once there is full FDA approval of the Pfizer vaccine, your local organizations will start mandating vaccinations. Local businesses, local employers, school districts, they will start mandating proof of vaccinations, defying whatever idiotic rules and requirements that any governors might or might not set forth. That is the world you live in. If you want your job, you should go ahead and get vaccinated. If you like your organization you belong to, you'll need to get vaccinated. I don't think it should be necessary, but I understand that some people just want to wait. They just want to get full FDA approval. Okay, that's fine. But just remember, it takes 2 months for the vaccine's full coverage to kick in. A month between each dose, and then give it at least a month for your body to form antibodies. Which takes me back to the stupid argument about You know, I've already had COVID. My natural immunity is better than artificial immunity. There's no fucking thing. There's no such thing as artificial immunity. Vaccination immunity is your natural immunity. It is using natural systems. The vaccine itself is not even in your body more than, you know, a couple of days. Because your natural immunity is fucking working. It's doing what it's supposed to do, which is priming your own natural system to recognize this foreign invader. It is already doing it. This argument, and they have looked at this. Listen, you are misinformed if you post some stupid link to some stupid website with some stupid people talking about how natural immunity is better than artificial immunity. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You gotta listen to me. You know, they've looked at this. They have shown. The early studies indicate that yes, you have some protection. If you had COVID last year, you have some protection against the wild type. All right, against the wild type, the original SARS COV-2. You probably do not have a robust enough immunity against this Delta variant. And this Delta variant is currently 93% of all the new cases in the United States. It's like 98% of all the hospitalizations. So you probably don't have protection. Good for you. You're strong. You're healthy. You eat well. Good. I'm glad. You take vitamin D. Okay. You take zinc. All right, whatever. Fine. But you don't have protection against this Delta variant, guys. You just look at the numbers. And it will prove the point of what I'm trying to tell you. But Dr. V, this is how illogical people are. Well, Dr. V, people who are vaccinated. I know someone who's vaccinated who caught COVID. Yes, that's how bad this Delta variant is causing what's called breakthrough cases. And the more variants we get, you're eventually going to overrun this vaccination. But the good thing about fucking science is we can retarget the vaccination to have a better resistance against any new variants. It doesn't take as long because we already have the technology down. But are you going to risk catching it again because you are so fucking proud of your natural immunity? It makes no sense. Just look at the numbers. If the natural immunity was good enough, 97% of people in hospitals would not be unvaccinated, right? And there are people who have had it last year who are catching it again. You're going to risk dying again. We have cases now where people survived COVID the first time and died the second time. Is that what you want? That's not how this shit works, man. The studies are showing that yes, you might, and there's a newer study. Watch this. You survived COVID last year. Awesome. I'm happy for you. There's a new study that indicates that if you've had COVID in the past and you get one dose, the first dose of the Moderna or Pfizer vaccination, you actually probably have better antibody response than someone who has not had COVID and gets both doses. All right? So a survivor of COVID plus one dose has a better antibody response than someone who never had COVID and got two doses. That's an early paper that just came out about a month ago. But man, like, this is called science. This data point stuff, you have to let this shit work itself out. But we do know that the unvaccinated ones are the most vulnerable. Unvaccinated, whether you've had COVID or not. It's just ridiculous logic, okay? And whether you like it or not, we live in this world that has this pandemic, we have data that says your best chance of surviving COVID, not avoiding COVID, surviving COVID is to get vaccinated. And I don't know about you, I want to survive it. If there were things that were happening, I want to do the thing that gives me the best chance. If there were zombies attacking, I would want a big fucking bazooka. I wouldn't want a little knife. Like, what's going to give you the best chance of survival against the zombies? You know, fuck you and your knife. Give me the machine gun. I would want the best chance of survival. Like, what is, you know? Like, is your best chance of survival to wander around in a field surrounded by zombies, or is it to barricade yourself in a building with a machine gun? I'll take number 2. And you idiot who wants to be out in the field with a machete fighting zombies, go for it. I'm not doing that. The best chance of surviving this pandemic is to get vaccinated. Everything else is stupid. I don't understand it. All right, it's August 9th. Daily quick COVID update. It's going to get worse. Guys, we are in this for at least 2 more months of bad surge. And I said 2 months ago we were going to hit 200,000 cases a day. And we're probably going to surpass that. There is a very good fucking chance that we even surpass that. Well, then idiots go, but Dr. Vuong, then what's the point of the vaccines? If half of the people are vaccinated, then how come this number is going to be worse than before the vaccines? Explain that, Dr. V. What the fuck's wrong with you? There's still 175 million idiotic Americans who are not vaccinated. It's 175 million. I mean, duh, of course. There's a lot of people left that the virus can attack. That's why. God bless it. Like, I get so frustrated. I'll see y'all tomorrow for another not so quick COVID update.